So I was watching Survivor last night. Come on, you watch Survivor too. I know you do, right? Survivor season like 4012 or whatever it was, right? But the person that won Survivor last night, I'm not going to ruin it for you if you haven't DVR'd it, or if you've DVR'd it but you haven't watched it yet, so don't worry about that. But the person that won Survivor, there was a big stink at the end during the whole jury thing and the interviews and all that, because all the other players that had been voted off or over the course of the season were very upset because the individual that won had been very manipulative and had lied to people and had built what they thought were trusting relationships and then turned around and skewered them in the back afterwards, right? And it started the discussion of, do the ends justify the means? In other words, does the end result justify whatever it is you have to do along the way to get there? And a lot of times people that, behave less than ethically or less than morally, whatever, they'll say, well, the ends justifies the means. And in this case, in a game of Survivor, I guess you can still win if that's your philosophy. But in life, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that the means justifies the means, right? In other words, John Wooden, one of the greatest coaches of all time, had a philosophy of make every day your masterpiece. In other words, make every day count. Because if you value every moment of every day, you give your 100% effort all the time, you treat people with integrity all the time, you operate at the highest levels of moral and ethical standards all the time, if you give your very best of yourself, both in your competence and your character, day after day, every single day, and never waste a day, you can't help but come out at the end with a great result. Because you just can't help it. I mean, look, think about it. If you do your very best every day, and if you improve just a little bit more every day, and if you just get a little bit better every day, then wouldn't it make sense that at the end of your journey, whenever that comes, you would have accomplished great things. You would have done great things. You would have improved so much. You would have become such a great person, a person of influence, a person of character, a person of respect, all these kind of things. So John Wooden's philosophy, I believe, kind of negates the whole end justifies the means. And it says the means justifies the means. In other words, life is not a destination, it's a journey. And so every day that we can be a little bit better, every day that we can give a little more, every day that we can give 100% and give all that we have is a victory. That day is a masterpiece. It's a victory. And you string enough of those together, right? And you end up with a big win at the end. How do you have a great life? Well, you learn to have a great year. How do you have a great year? Well, you learn to have a great month. How do you have a great month? Learn to have a great week. How do you have a great week? You have a string of great days. Does that make sense? That's how you get it done. Making a great life is about having a great today. So what are you doing today, right now, to make this day your masterpiece? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're not in reality TV. This is not Survivor. We can't lie and manipulate and cheat and steal and backstab our way to the top and win $1 million. In this life, yeah, you might be able to pick up some money that way, but it won't last. Because in this life, to have a masterpiece of a life, to walk out of this deal at the end with success, whatever that looks like to you, and respect and loving relationships and all of those things, I believe we have to make today, every day, our masterpiece. And that's the dose. Great week.